to a brand new video called Target Individual Program that was fixed. So the reason why I want to start a new video is because, again, I don't want them to hack into my phone. I don't want them to hack into my phone and then, have the difficult time either finding the video or the video was not saved. So I'd rather save it myself. Can you get up in here? Thank you. Sir, see right here.
Please execute the rear door. Next stop, Church Avenue and Bedford Avenue. Transfer available to be 49.
That's my document.
This stop is Church Avenue and Bedford Avenue.
Right. Have a good day. And so obviously, the older gentleman, you can tell he has a neurodegenerative disease because he's literally walking really, really slow. He's like inching his way when he's walking. And the bus driver knows this, and yet he drives off. It's very dangerous when they do stuff like that. Particularly, you should wait until the person sit down. And I had this woman was about to give him. See, I had to tell the gentleman that was right there. I'm like, look, look. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Right? You see, I talk about how to use the same color vehicle, right? And what is that? It's what is called the power of association, because of the the female driving the city vehicle. When as the bus approaches, she gets out of the vehicle, and she has like a handcuff. So you can see the handcuff in the back of her, in the pouch in the back of her, right? And as she comes out of the restaurant, she looks at her watch, right? And look, same make, same model, right? It's just a Ford vehicle, like I talk about, how the New York Predator Department, how the unmarked vehicles are a lot of Ford, either Ford, I don't know what kind of Ford that is, but the other one is the, I don't even know the model name, but I know the shape. But like that, I know the shape. But yeah, this is what they do. Look at these two clowns. These three clowns. Multi-ethnic targeting. Right, and you gotta understand how they do these things, to try to discredit you. When you say, well, I'm being targeted by a multi-ethnic group of people, oh, you're paranoid. That don't happen. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, just because I might be paranoid, that does not mean it's not happening. All right, because paranoia is a natural human protection response, right? It's a natural human protection response, right? It's what is the fight or flight. When you exhibit the fight or flight, particularly the flight aspect of it, that's the paranoia right there. So again, understanding these terminology, what they mean, understanding how they will use it to discredit you, or when they can't discredit you, then they got to try to criminalize you, right? And why? Because they want to get away with, non-consensual human experimentation without your consent. Or they'll try to manufacture consent in many ways. I talked about this. Whenever I install software, or if I buy a game, there's always that agreement, right? Or if anything, it doesn't, once you sign an agreement, it doesn't, it could be whatever, right? They will use their call horn either before or after to try to make it seem like you're agreeing to what it is that they do to you. It's very strange, not very strange, but it's very interested in how they try to manufacture consent within the minds of TIs, right? And because we're microchip, right? So right before you sign something, they will use the call horn, right? As if you sign, let's say, like when you pay for something, if you sign it, or if you click on an agreement, if you install, like I said, you install the software, they'll do it, they'll try to manufacture consent in that way. Because as long as in your mind you're saying I agree, right? They can use that. Here in the Perpetrator department, using the sirens, right? They can try to use that. But here's the thing. You don't get to do that to somebody without their explicit consent, without them being fully aware of what is being done, the harm it may or may not cause, or what have you. Right? And like I said, this is why I told them I'm gonna always win. We as TIs, we are going to always win, because as long as they do this to us in the way that is being done, which is in the criminal way, all right, and the violation of our human rights, civil rights, constitutional rights, the violation of our sovereignty, particularly our sovereign mind, and which is, again, it's an assault, right? So imagine a victim of SA who is being assaulted every single day. This is what we as TIs go through every single day, and this is much worse. Okay, this is much worse. Right? This is much worse. What it is that they do. And they know that they have engaged in criminal activities, and they know that they are criminals, and they're hiding behind the position. They're hiding behind that badge and that authoritative position that they have. Never forget that, okay? They are the criminals. Talk to you guys in the next video.